Hi, I'm Lynne with Soft Squares. I am working on the Make It Merry Block of the Month quilt by Lamb Farm Designs. I am putting this all together all at once. So this is a video series. I have made blocks 1 through 11. Now what is left is 12. And what 12 is really not really 12. It's the sashing. So we're going to be making the strips of sashing. And I think I can do this. Yes, I can make. Thing is, I have not squared up my blocks yet, so I don't want to get. Here's my pile of blocks, and I haven't squared them up yet. And I've noticed that I tend to make them a tiny bit smaller than they need to be. So I'm going to see if I need to shrink the overall size of the quilt down, because when I built this, the quilt's going to be naturally just a tiny bit smaller, and that will affect how this comes together. Because if you look at this, there are things on the borders, but that would actually be pretty easy to adjust in the length of that. I'm just not going to actually attach the corner pieces on yet, but I can do the middle part, which includes this. Trust me, you'll know what's going on. If you want to follow along, there's a whole series. If you want the pattern, you can get it. If you want the pattern with the kit using the fabrics that I'm using, where everything's labeled, you can get both of those at softsquares.com. Okay, let's see what this says. So again, like I have all the other times, this is our assembly. I've got things here I don't need. Hold on. We are basically working with the last of the fabrics. So I'm not going to need all of these because this is the binding, so we're not going to use it right now. This is the outer border, also not going to use just yet. So what I have is this red, and then these three are 3 different whites but the same size, and these are the same 3 whites, also the same size. So what it is I have A fabric is the top one. Nope, sorry. This is my A fabric. Is that right? Now I got myself confused. Let me look at my thing here. A fabric is number 4. Yep, got it right. This is my number 4 fabric, which is A and B. My 10 fabric is my solid, which is C and D. Again, this is if you get my kit, you'll have these exact colors. Otherwise, it's very, very close to what she's got going on here. Fabric 7 is polka dots, and we have E and F. And again, these are the same size, and these are the same size, and we're making sets of 3 using these. And that's really all we're going to do here. So it says the middle border. Oh, sorry, and this is number 13. Fabric 13 is my middle border. And again, this is what it looks like. So this is the middle border right here. And then the outer border is that. Now in my case, the outer border is this one. When you get a kit from me, you can choose this fabric, or you can choose one that's more red and white. It reads more white like that. But I wanted this one on mine. Let's see. So we don't care about the red just yet. We need to know our size of the quilt. So I'm going to go ahead, and really what I'm doing is I'm making this section, this section, this section, the 3 long ones, and then these are the 2 short ones, and that's what's right here. So I'm going to make my sets of 3, and then press them, and then put them to the side. Actually, I take it back. After I do that, then I'm going to add these bow pieces to the middle of this to make this a continued piece. Then I'm going to put to the side until after everything is squared up. Trust me, it will make sense, but this is our layout. So I'm making all the white sashing, and you can see there's actually different colors. These are 3 different colors of white. Kind of making a little ring. Let's do it. So I got all these. Oh, put you there. Again, everything's already cut. I'm just making sashing rows. So there's 2 sets of the fabrics, and the white goes in the middle. That's all that matters right now. It's done. This is the bottom row. I am thrilled. This is so cute. I'm going to press this seam flat because, or open, because this is not going to lay well. There's a lot of bulk right there. Oh, nope, that's right. It's right. This is so exciting. That is my first sashing. Okay. Now, back to these. I just have to make 3 long sets of these. It, just 3 sections of this, and this section, which you already saw, this goes on the bottom of the wreath. In the next video, I'm going to be laying out all the blocks squaring them up and laying them out to show the wreath, and then we're going to put all of these borders around it, and then it'll be time to get our outer border, or inner border, outer border. This is the sashing. Let's get the sashing done, and then the inner border, the outer border, and yeah, go from there. So really excited. This is really coming together, and look for the next video. See you soon.